Let me tell you a story. You'll be able to guess when this was. A couple months ago, I was at the bank. I'm in line to see a teller. This is a true story, no exaggerations. I'm in line to see a teller. There's only one teller working, white woman. She's helping an elderly black man. I am next in line. No other teller's working, and no one's behind me in line. I'm eavesdropping on their conversation, because that's what you do when you're next in line. I don't want to hear anybody say that you don't. Every one of y'all is listening to other people's shit when you're next in line. It's what we do. I think it's when we're at our most impatient, is when we're next, you know? You ever been so into somebody else's conversation, you can time when you're coming up? Like, you could count it down if you needed, like 3, 2, 1. You ever got to 1 and heard them go, oh, one more thing? And you're like, motherfucker, hey. So we can ask 2 things now. We can do that. You start plotting their murder. You're like, we should beat him in the street. So anyways, I'm eavesdropping on their conversation. Now listen, I couldn't hear what he said first, but what she said back was, oh, we won't be open that day because we'll be observing Juneteenth. And then the black dude went, the fuck is that? I saw this with my own eyes. She goes, we won't be open on Juneteenth. He goes, the fuck is that? Her reaction, priceless. She goes, what is Juneteenth? You know, as if to give him a new chance to be like, okay, that was fucking stupid, my bad. He doesn't take the bait at all. He goes, yeah, the fuck is Juneteenth? He doubles down. She answers it, which is my favorite part about her. That she saw all the danger in front of her and she went, I'll give it a shot. In my head, I was like, I will never forget who you are. I was like, Sharon, I'll never forget it. I locked it in, I'll never forget her, right? This is her answer. He goes, the fuck is Juneteenth? And she goes, it's a holiday. For you. And we'll be observing it. And I went, bravo fucking bo, Sharon. I gotta keep it real. Give respect where respect is due. That is technically correct. Not offensive, kept her job. How the fuck did she pull that off on the spot? The story should be over right there, right? Bro, what this dude said back, I lost it. She goes, it's a holiday for you and we'll be observing it. And he goes, then why y'all niggas celebrating it? What? Swear to God, he asked that question to that situation. Why y'all niggas? He called a single white woman niggas at her corporate job over the holiday that commemorates black people not having to work for free anymore. What the fuck am I watching? I remember looking around the bank like, is nobody else seeing this shit? This is crazy. So check me out, this is real, and I wanna make this really clear. I'm not trying to make anybody uncomfortable. That's not the point of this. No one here is the villain. I'm saying objectively, what an interesting thing to think about. So she says, we won't be open on Juneteenth. He goes, why y'all niggas celebrating it? And my question is he making a good point? I never thought about that till he said that. Why are white people taking off work on Juneteenth? Listen, I'm not saying white people don't deserve days off. Take them off. But is this the one? It's kind of the opposite of the way to celebrate the holiday, no? Listen, if you don't know what Juneteenth is, I'll make it super simple. Juneteenth commemorates the last official day of slavery. But here's the trick. Slavery was over 2 years before that. It's that news traveled so slow back then. People in Texas were just figuring out, like, get the fuck out of here. They won. Oh, I've been making him work for 2 extra. Oh, I need to take a nap. Okay. Oh, boy. Yeesh. Here's my theory here, right? And I think this is something as all Americans, I think we can all identify with. I think it's sad that most Americans don't actually know what most holidays are for. It's not just Juneteenth. Memorial Day, Valentine's Day, oh, you probably know Valentine's Day, but like Labor Day, you know what I mean? President's Day. If you poll enough people, they can't actually explain what those days are about. And it's supposed to be a day about like respecting or memorializing or whatever relative to that thing. It's kind of sad, right? So I'm just saying, if we want to celebrate these right, here's my theory, right? If you're Christian, you don't celebrate the Jewish holidays, right? If you're not Chinese, you don't celebrate the Chinese New Year. I think if we really want to support and celebrate Juneteenth the correct way, the point is people need to learn what the value of black labor was and still is. That's the point of the holiday. And I think a great way for us to all do that is black people should be off work that day. I think that does make sense. But everybody should be forced to watch an NBA Finals basketball game with just the white players playing. I think that is a perfect way for everybody to go, oh shit, those dudes matter. Okay. Fuck, I'm so bored. So, let's recap real quick, right? She says we won't be open on Juneteenth. He goes, why y'all niggas celebrating it? I feel bad for her, but he's making some points. I don't know who I'm rooting for. But there's a pivot. This is all real, I'm not making up any of this. He starts getting too out of control. He starts getting really angry, like super upset. He's like raising his voice at her in the bank. It's like too much. He's like yelling at her. He's like demanding she explain what the fuck it is. He like bangs his hand on the counter. He literally makes a fist. He punches the glass at the bank, like too much. Objectively, whoever you are, I think we're all on the same page. He's doing too much. And I remember watching that. I have never felt more alone as a black person in my life, because I remember looking around the bank to the other employees to see if anybody was gonna do something about this. And every single one of them was looking at me like, we feel like you have a responsibility. I'm not fucking with it. That's on you, man. Listen, I don't give in to peer pressure. It's not my thing. But if enough people look at you like, this is on you, dude, a part of your brain will go, is this shit really on me? Am I supposed to? So he's wilding out, right? They're looking at me like I'm Superman watching a building fall down. Like, nigga, that's your cue. Get in there, man. So I have to make a decision. He's yelling, he's pounding his fist, he's punching the glass, he's going crazy. And I'm like, am I gonna help this motherfucker? And I decide, fuck it, I'm gonna get in there. And I walk up to him, I grab him by the nipples, he calms down. That's how I know it works. And I explained Juneteenth to an elderly black man, something I never thought I'd have to do in my entire life, but I actually had to do that. So I said, so can you put yourself in her shoes for a second? Like, she doesn't know what she can say to you, man. You just got her in a tough spot. Can you chill? And he goes, oh, all right. And he just walks out. He just leaves. From 100 to 0. I've never seen that in my life. It's the first time in my life I ever told somebody to chill, and they just did. I've never actually seen that. So, he leaves the bank. It's my turn. It's all I've been waiting on. I walk up to the teller. She has clearly been through something. You know, you just look at somebody and tell, like she was wearing her hair down, but all of it was up. You know what I mean? She looked like she invented a fucking DeLorean. Like, it was bad. Like, I was like, Jesus Christ, all right, lady. I walk up to her. You know how tellers will start the conversation? They go, hey, how can I help you today, right? You know, they do that. I walk up, she just goes, thank you. Just go, what? She goes, thank you. All right, it's all good. She goes, no, seriously, I didn't know what the fuck I was gonna do. I wasn't trying to be bad. I was trying to help him. I was trying to figure out the right way to say it, but I didn't know how to explain it, but I didn't want to be offensive. I was just trying to do the right thing. And I went, whoa, calm down. Dude, you're good. You're good. I saw the whole thing. Listen, I think you did a great job, personally. I wish more people in your position would handle it the way you did. I think you did a great thing. You tried to help. There was no hate in your heart. You did the best you could. There's no shame in that. And she goes, thank you. And I went, of course, give me some. And I raised my hand to give her a high five, custom of my people. I don't know if you guys know that. But I put my hand up to give her a high five, and as soon as she puts her hand on the glass, I just slapped it. I went, my narwhal.